I was interested in arts since I was very young because at a very young age I realized that artists are very sensitive people, and usually they tell us, readily how the world is behaving and what will happen long before it happens. They need help, they need support, and we have to do it while they're alive. That's about the best thing we can do for artists, is be there for them to make sure that they can keep creating and communicating to us things that we wouldn't otherwise see or understand. I think that what art brings in your life is the richness of life itself. And if you're creative yourself and you can appreciate what others are trying to communicate to you, well, it only makes your life a lot more interesting. How do you define a great painter? I mean, it's a very, very complicated subject. I'm motivated more by what the artists I know, the artists that are producing, the artists that are alive, that I can touch, that I can feel, that I can collect, and I can really and truly appreciate, and know that somehow, I'm making it possible for him to do what he loves to do. I had the pleasure of meeting Charles Carson at one of my friends' Bistro, at the Bistro at Champlain, which is in Sainte-Marguerite. And everybody knows how this doctor discovered a great passion for wines and also a great passion for art. And I would say that that's what brought us together. Mr. Champlain happens to be also a friend, I believe. And that's how I met Charles. And not only I found his work exceptionally interesting, but again, I met him personally, and I found the person as interesting as his art. He was one of the few artists that I could communicate, for instance, some analogy of what was going on in the world at large, and in business, and in this and that. So he's definitely a very attaching person, and I could probably say today that he has become a friend.